Hi guys, you're here with Knowledge for Blender. In this one we're going to design some bot. So let's get on with it, shall we? Supply scale. Let's make this top larger. In fact, on all axes. And let's slice it a bit. Let's recall this cutter. Not this one. This one. Make it a bit bigger. Copy to the other side and how are we looking? Boring. It needs to be more angled and longer. It's a little bit better, but still needs to be more angled here on the bottom. Like this, I think. There we go. Now we're talking. Now, me think. Nope. How about this? Nope. Well, this could work. Oh, that's interesting. Let's manipulate with this a little bit. Until we get some interesting shape here. I think I'm okay with this one, and we're simply gonna make this one a bit shorter. There we go. A bit more aggressive look. Let's go to a side view, and also what we need to do is introduce some loops here, right? So otherwise it's gonna be a disaster. So same with the front one, right? We need some loops here. There we go. This one's gonna cause problems, so we're gonna move it up a bit. There we go. Alright, so now let's go to side view, see what we're getting. We could actually raise this, you know, go up a little bit. There we go. And do something like this. And that's quite aggressive. What the hell is this on the top? Some cutter is too short. This one. There we go. Now we can have some fun, so let's make it longer. And shape this the way we want. This is pretty cool, I think. Wrong side. There we go. That's pretty cool, I like it. Nice. That's a pretty cool head. Alright, so now what we need to do is just cut a little bit here, maybe. Something like this. Bevel this, of course, and see what we get. Fascinating. Let's grab this mod and let's do introduce some loops here. So it's something to work with. And we should be fine. Also, The one in the back needs to move a little bit, so this one, right? And we could do some curvature in here as well. I think it's gonna look a bit better. Let's group some loop here as well, because it's gonna be a disaster. This is pretty cool. We're looking pretty peachy. The front could be a little bit longer, you know, as in this one. But maybe that's cool. Maybe that's cool. Kind of like this. Okay, let's save it. Alright, let's run a power save, and we can, I think, apply this. Let's actually grab this front cutter just for a sec, because I want to check something. I want to check if going deeper wouldn't be more interesting, you know. I'm just gonna have to go wider on this. There we go, and maybe not. Maybe instead what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it in here. There we go. This could be fascinating. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. All right. So let's you know, smart apply this, and let's bevel it and weight it almost this. And we need some sharps in here. I think. Yep. So let's actually sharpen the whole thing. Definitely in here. We don't need this middle line. There are double lines in here. And there we go. Cool. Now we need to fix some problems, yeah. We could do technically is run the mesh machine boolean cleanup. Not sure if it's gonna work on this because it's not a loop. But it will work. Fascinating. So it's a one move deal, and it's clean. And we're gonna copy to the other side. We're gonna remove this junk here for sure. Come on. Just dissolve it, and again run a cleanup here. So boolean cleanup sorted, and copy to the other side. In fact, we're going to run symmetry to the other side, so we don't have to worry about it. We need some sharps in here. We don't need this edge again, and we are good to go. So you see that the important thing is to get a proper shape first, and now we can have some fun. Alright, there's some problem in here too, so let's fix it before we move on, shall we? We can just drop it down a bit, like that. It's okay. It's fine. There's some problem on the top as well. I think this is flip normals, but there we go. Yeah, flip normals. So let's flip them outside, and peachy. Everything is peachy. Now I wanted to cut it a bit like this here, okay, from this view. So what I'm gonna do is go to view with my cutter. There we go, and I'm going to actually cut it here like this and see what's gonna happen, if this is actually pretty cool or not. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It has a bit more aggressiveness, sort of leans forward, you know. You see what I mean? That's actually looking pretty nice. And I'm going to cut it in here as well, like this. Right? See what we're gonna get. Not like this. One more time. From view, here. Let me see how we're looking. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let's sharpen this, and I just need to fix this disaster in here, right? So let's 3 with machine. That didn't work. So let's see what's going on here. Just need to combine these 3 into one and symmetrize into the other side, and we're good to go. I like this flat top. It's kind of very robotic, like it's pretty cool. I can think of something cool on top. So pretty interesting. All right. So now once we got the shape done, now we need to, you know, start designing it, right? So let's think. Let's see. Let's grab this end gun and let's start designing some cuts here. Let me think. This could be a back part. I don't like this angle here though. Let's change this. Let's do something like this here. It's gonna be like a back battery or something, yeah. And then we could separate this one in this fashion, or we could run an inset, right? So like this. How are we looking? Yeah, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. We could actually let's recall this cutter, and we could, what we could do something funky like this. The angle is a little bit too steep in my opinion, so let's recall this cutter and this cutter's cutter, and let's manipulate with it a little bit. Maybe something like this would be interesting. Or even something like this that corresponds with this cut. See what I mean? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's neat. Alright, so let's cut some eyes in here, or some, you know, cameras or whatnot. Let's see where we would position it first of all. Could be somewhere on top, you know, like here, funky placing, yeah. And instead of this, we could switch it to, shift it to join, and make it a little bit, you know, shorter, yeah. Something like this, you know. This is pretty cool, I think. This is pretty cool though. Funny. Then at the same time, I don't know. We will need let me see this with proper loops. How it's gonna look. But this is fixable, it's not a problem. Just thinking about shapes. What we could do is cut the cutter like this, right? Whoops. Which would be interesting. It's a little bit too deep in my opinion, so needs to come out a little bit outside. There we go. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe not the best idea. Let's grab this one and reposition it a little bit. See what else we're gonna get. On sides would be also interesting, right here. Or we could do two of them. So copy one here and shift Y to scale it on every single axis but Y axis, yeah, and do something like this and move them in, because they don't need to be so deep. I mean so much outside. Maybe a bit outside here like this, or maybe make them a bit smaller. let's see. This could work, right? But it's sticking out too much. Let's shift it again. So let's shift the bull again to maybe solidify, something like this. Yeah, I think this is better. And we could fix these to something a bit more proper. I think this is pretty cool. Oh yeah, I like this one. Alright, so let's commit to this one, shall we? And I think it's a little bit too, don't know if it's not too close to the edge. But I think it should be fine. So let's actually apply this, right? Smart apply. And let's grab these. Let's remove them from this view, go to the side view, and cut them. And apply this thing. And we're going to simply move it outside. So G, Y, and move it outside like this, right? There we go. And we need to fix this. So let's grab this circle, I mean this edge here around, and we're gonna run machine cleanup because it's gonna take ages to fix otherwise. There we go. Some problem in here on the top. Selected the wrong points. There we go. This should work now. So boolean cleanup and switch the mode to this one. Perfect. Now let's grab this and do the same thing. So select all these. And run cleanup on this one. There we go. And now we need to fix this disaster here. So this should run like this, and this should run like this. This is fine. Still double verts in here. Triple verts. This is a bit too close, so I'm gonna move it further away. Double verts in here for sure. This one is too close, move it away. Move these two away. This is gonna have to be, you know, sharpened, of course. So we're just going to sharpen it up. There we go. And, you know, stuff like this needs to be fixed manually. Now we're losing a bevel in here, so we're gonna switch bevel to, because the angle is too shallow, we're gonna switch to weight. That will fix the problem. Let's move these further away and triple vert in here. Let's combine these. Move this one's a bit backwards, and this one is a bit too close. What's going on here? Just press 3 to clean it. If the angle here is a bit too steep, right? So what we need to do is run it this way. It's gonna be better than this. And this edge, this edge is too close, right? So let's just move it away. There we go. And Bob's your uncle. And now this one, right? So let's very quickly fix the bevel first. So mark sharp. So the bevel's gonna jump. This one should be moved down. This one should be straight. So press C and go down and mark this sharp and unmark this one. In fact, remove this. And we're gonna have to remove bevels from these edges anyway, so There's some problems still here. You need to fix these things as you go, otherwise we can't go too crazy with this movement here, because we're gonna disturb the curvature of this structure here, right? So gotta be careful. Now these definitely gotta be fixed in here because it's a mess. So this is fine. This needs to be moved outside, I mean inside. Same, just gonna move it outside of the bevel area. This one is too steep, so move it up a little bit. And this one again, it's not straight. So grab a knife, C, run straight down and mark it sharp, and I'll mark this one. I mean, remove it, that's what I wanted to do. Mess in here and move it backwards. Same here. Don't really need this edge, but can leave it. Way too close to the edge. Same here, it's encroaching on the bevel area. And this one too. Just combine these. What's going on here? Same, just too close. Needs to move it outside of the bevel. This bevel, by the way, is too big, so we're gonna make it smaller. Round 3 with machine, that didn't help. What's going on here? Combine these two or not? Nope. Needs to be moved outside. We could theoretically remove this one, but that will not change much. Wait a minute, what the hell is going on with this? That's strange. It's like the angle is not coping or something. Let's change the profile of this bevel. There we go. This is too steep as well, so what we're gonna do is run it in here instead. It's no bueno either. Oh shit. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna run a support edge in here and run it this way, okay? And we're going to run this one a little bit differently, okay? We're gonna run it here. There we go. Alright, and now symmetrize this, and we're good to go. Oh, not yet. Combine this, come on. There we go. Alright, let's save it. We're missing edges here, for sure. There you go. Just select all these and down here, sharpen this, copy to the other side, boom. Don't need it. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. Let's apply modifiers here, and same thing, we need to apply sharp. Also, this is, what is going on here? Oh! Wait, something is not right here. I think the cutter has a bevel on it. Nope. Wait a minute, what the hell is going on here? Boolean, right? So, apply sharp, I mean smart apply. There we go. Let's apply this edge here, mark sharp, remove this junk, this one needs to be sharp as well. Now you're talking. And let's apply with it normal and symmetrize this thing. Perfect. Let's remove the cutters and we can keep having fun. So let's mirror this to the other side. Alright. So now we can create some plating. So let's grab these, all of these here. In fact, these as well. Let me see. I wouldn't mind creating a little bit of more plating in here, so I'm going to run an edge here like this, and whoa, let's run a knife here. Run it here and here down to here and like this, and make it straight SZ0. Right, now let's select these. We're gonna copy to the other side so we don't have to bother with it. So and yeah, that will do. And now what we're gonna do is go to curve extract and shift click this and create a plating on top. Okay. And we're going to symmetrize it to the other side, or just simply mirror it. And let's see how we're looking. We're looking pretty good. Alright, now let's cut this, shall we? So, because it's a little bit boring. Cut it like this. Okay. Select both of them and let's slice them like this, just for fun. Let's slice this piece here so it's not so even with the with this line. There's a differentiation here, and let's maybe do something like this. No, that's a bad idea. Let's do it in here. That's better, right? Yeah. And mirror it to the other side. Yeah, it's much better. So let's sharpen this, and everything looks good. What's going on in here? We need to remove this mark, so there's no bevel, because we're running a bevel on weight. So if you have a bevel in a place that there shouldn't be a bevel, it's just gonna look weird. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now let's run some interesting stuff in here, shall we? So let's grab a box and let's slice it like that. And we're going to run J. Right? And then we're going to slice the J with hang-on. Let me think. Let me grab this shape for a sec. Let's grab a modifier here and come on. Mod scroll toggle. There we go, that's the one. And let's actually cut it here like this. Right. How are we looking? We're looking pretty good. They're overlapping at the moment, right? So that's the problem. So what we need to do is grab modifier from this one and simply slice it here. Or we could extend the other one to the back, you know, so we could remove boolean from here, right, like this. And this one would simply extend to the back, joined with this one only, right? So sharpen it and shift 1 to remove it, and there you go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now this mirror here is to go above the bevel, so this middle edge disappears. Let's power save this just in case. Let's keep working. Alright, we've got some shading issue in here, I can see. Yeah, so let's fix this. What's going on here? We simply need more support. So let's give it support J. Or let's just run it straight like this. J. Is it better? Not really. Let's give it another one. Here. And this one should be running a bit differently, or not at all. There is some double line in here. What's going on here? Wait a minute, let me see this. Why this is causing a break-in? That is so odd. Maybe it's because of this. Yeah, this one is causing the problem. So let's remove a B weight from this one. Yeah, so let's go to hard ups and just select B weight and simply unmark B weight, and what we're gonna do is mark it sharp. Yeah, that's it. So it will introduce a sharp edge, but without the bevel. Okay, looking good. What's going on here? Disaster. Probably stuff is not beveled and not sharpened, so that's what we need to do. Turn off this X-ray because it's bloody confusing. Also, what on earth is going on here? This shouldn't be here. This should be in here. There we go. And this edge should run this way. So like this. You know what? Let's go to apply B weight and sharpen. Just recalculate everything. So it's gonna rerun it, and we're gonna need to change this bevel size because I think it's a bit too crazy. So, you know, make it a bit smaller. Yeah. So there you go. This should fix the problems, most of them anyway. Alright, perfect. Okay, let's fix these eyes. So let's actually chamfer them. In fact, let's apply scale and chamfer them. Let's make this chamfer smaller. And let's reduce the bevel to something really nice and small. There we go. Let's make them smaller like this. Insert them. change to individual origins. Looking good. Okay, now let's think about this front piece here. So box, and let's slice it with inset. See how we're looking. Looking pretty good. Let's grab this cutter and see what we can do here. Yep. Cut it from the front, so let's grab an end gun and let's cut it in here like this. Let's copy this to the other side. Okay, let's switch to circle and object, and let's cut something in here. It's too big. Need to move it a little bit higher. There we go. And then let's introduce some loops. How are we looking? This doesn't look too good, but let me see that. We could move it outside, you know. So I have an idea what to do here. Let's try to sharpen this and this one. Let's remove this middle edge because it's causing havoc. This one, this one. Nope, it's this one. Flatten, there we go. And let's see. This one definitely needs a bevel because it throws me off. Yeah, now let's grab this circle. Where is it? Shift 2, there we go, that's the one. Make it a bit smaller. And now it's gonna cut it difference and solidify. Solidify it inside. Now we're talking. Alright, so let's sharpen this. See what's going on here. What the hell is this? Don't know, some rogue edges. Let's combine this in here and remove this chunk. There we go. Let's chamfer this. Alright, nice. Let's save it. So I'm gonna rip it off. Sharpen this and make it bigger. There we go. And now we're going to cut this here. Make it a little bit bigger, so origin to geometry and like this. And what we're gonna do is slash it like that. So sharpen it. Right. Now we can have some fun. So let's select this face and select the face and Control Q. Control Q, by the way, is the align tool from Hardups. Jesus, what's going on in here? Wait, what's going on in here? Alright, this one needs to get applied. There we go. It's the this one from I think it's in Mesh Tools. I think. Where is it? This one, align view. So I have it mapped to Control Q, which is pretty convenient. And let's see what we can do with this here. Let's cut it. So D and gone. One scroll toggle. Let's rotate it a bit like this. There we go. Box. Let's recall this color and rotate it. Let's grab this face here, Control Q. It's very convenient, this line tool. How are we looking? Looking pretty good. Let's sharpen this so it gets beveled. There we go. We can also cut it in here, so let's grab our end gun. And let's do something like, oh, it's gonna get to the view alignment and try again. That's too deep. So let's just cut here. There we go. Sharpen this. Nice. So let's drop it to the other side. What's going on in here? Bevel, bevel, bevel. Why is there a Z fighting in here? Hang on a second. Ah, it wasn't mirrored. Okay, perfect. So let's save it. This one needs some beveled edges again. If you resharpen, right, run the resharpen tool, it will recalculate. So if you run it with Control Shift, it will recalculate sharpens, meaning it will remove them from every single edge that it's not, you know, steeper than 30 degrees. So you simply need to redo them manually, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal, right? Let's go to the back and let's actually grab some boxes here and bevel them and do some cuts and mod scroll toggle. Jesus, I can't pronounce this thing, it's so retarded. And that's pretty cool. And also what we're gonna do, we're going to apply this modifier to this thing. And let's grab these two and make them their own object. And come on, we're gonna grab these faces and move them inward. So do something like this, right? Cool. In fact, you know what? What we could do is do an Alt S like this. Just gonna move it on normals. So maybe it's gonna be a bit better this way. And we're of course gonna mirror this to the other side. And we're gonna drop some cuts in here. So switch to object, and I want this to be in the middle. Come on. So somewhere here. Let's rotate them so they're flat, more or less. There we go. And it's too deep, so let's move them outside. And in fact, let's apply this, and then it's gonna be faster this way. I run some see, like when you have these diagonal edges, they always cause problem. The best angle for edges to run to a bevel is it's more or less 90 degrees. I mean, the closest you can get to 90 degrees, the better, right? This bevel is a bit too steep, so let's make it a bit more machine-like. There you go. Shift 2, we're gonna think about something here later on. Or in fact, we could do it now. Where is it? We could create another opening in here. So switch to view and create another opening here. We need some loops in here for sure. So some lattice. And how are we looking? Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Let's apply smart apply, and this is it's a little bit too close. Let's go back. Yeah, we're gonna move it a little bit down, so just a little bit. That's better. It was a bit too close to this edge here, right? So I moved it a little bit lower. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean it with machine tools, with mesh machine, because, you know, it's faster. So boolean cleanup, and not this one, the other one. Oh, come on. Well, this should theoretically work. Let's run mark sharp here. There we go. Whoa. We're not gonna paint anything today. We don't really need this one here, so we can remove this. It's inside, it's gonna cause grief, so combine these. Run 3 with machine tools just to clean any junk that we can't see. Peachy, and drop it to the other side. I don't think that, you know, chamfer here is gonna be successful. So what we're gonna do instead, right, is we went a little bit too deep, but it's okay. We're gonna do something like this and chamfer this instead, right? And we're going to separate it to its own object. So selection, and we're going to change the bevel here on this one, not this one, this one. Come on. Really? Probably doesn't work because it's set to weight, and I didn't have any edges on this one. That's cool. We're not gonna be combining it with the main chassis anyway, so. Anyway, this is way too, you know, way too outside, and that's how it's gonna be. So now what we're gonna do is simply run a cable here. So let's go to asset loader, not asset loader, mesh tools, cable ops, and let's draw a cable between this one and this one. Okay, and then we're going to have some fun. make it a bit wider, thicker, I mean, that's what I mean. Maybe that's too thick. Whoa. Let's copy to the other side. And in fact, let's move it a little bit this way, so like this. And this one needs to be moved too, so GX, there we go. Okay, we're gonna play with it later, so for the time being, that's cool. Alright. So let's apply the, let's save it. Let's grab this front piece here. I should have actually beveled this, but I can do it easily this way. Now let's try to shift this to something more interesting. T. Move it a bit outside. Is this reasonable? I mean, I could move this outside, right? So let's hide it for a second. Let's apply this for a moment. And before we do anything, we need to move it further. So G, Y, and move it outside. There we go. And then Shift tilde, or Shift tilde is not mapped yet. So let's map it now because I want it to be mapped to boundary loops. So assign shortcut, Shift tilde, and there we go. And mark this, right? Also this should be marked as well here, so this is really close. This could cause problems. Let's see how it's gonna look. I don't know. Let's mark this. Yeah, see, it's a bit too close here. So we will need to move this a little bit lower, just a tiny bit. This will do a bit of a mess. I mean, will cause a bit of a problem with curvature, but we're gonna fix this in a sec. So let's see. Let's see here. Let's combine these two. In fact, Shift 1 is gonna be better. It's gonna merge them in the middle. Gonna do the same thing here. Shift 1, Shift 1. There we go. And this one is not causing problems here for whatever reason. There. Now what we're gonna do before we can mirror this, right? But come on, this one. What I want to do is I want to run some knife here. Okay, so I need some security here for these loops. So I'm simply gonna run a knife really close to it too, right? Somewhere here, and on the other side as well, just to isolate this area and give it a bit more support. Yeah, so switch to symmetry and come on, there we go, perfect. All right, so we got these, and we need something in here, something interesting. So let's grab a gun. Let's go outside this angle. And let's do something like this. Let's cut it like that and shift it to J. Of course, this is way too big, so we're going to move it backwards. And let's apply this actually. This is pretty cool. let's apply this to this one. So smart apply, and let's, in fact, let's just sharpen this. And we need to sharpen this one too. There we go. And we can have some fun with this. Let's see how we're looking. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. We need to remove this bevel from here because it's causing shading issues. Now, I don't know if I want it to be round though. It's just, everything is so angular. Except for the eyes, of course, but we could have this running like this, and what we could do is drop these down and then select these faces and straighten them on Y axis, and definitely this one needs to be straight, so come on. And this one too. There we go. Now we're talking. How are we looking? Yeah, we're looking pretty interesting. So let's see what we can do here now. Is it something I want? That's the question. Not really. No. What I want here is a cut. I want to cut from here, so let's cut it with N-gon like this, and let's go to the front view, and actually on top view, and let's shift it like this. Okay, front view, and let's shift it like this, make it a bit bigger, and move it here. How are we looking? Yeah. Is this what I want? Is this what I want? This is way too freaking long. Cannot see what I'm doing. There we go. Let's rotate it on Z. Maybe something like this. Let's sharpen this. I kind of like it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It sets a little bit more of a shape here. Nice. So let's grab these. In fact, you know what? Oops. Let's grab the ones inside. Oh, actually, screw it, all of them. And let's create a plate. In fact, you know what? Let's not. Let's rip it off. And let's grab this. Select everything, inside it. And then create a plate. And then delete this. That's better. So let's sharpen this and see what we got here. We need this to be sharpened as well. Right, now we can actually have some fun. So let's curve these. Oh yeah, now you talk. And curve these. And this bevel needs to be less crazy. More machine-like, right? Awesome. And cut and mod scroll toggle. Let's rotate it to an angle and drop it in here. Hold shift and sharp. Whoa. There we go. What's going on in here? Disaster, meaning we need weighted normals. Also, what we need is a reasonable connections here, because these are not reasonable, okay? These are garbage. Right, and fix these and remove that junk. There we go. Now we can save it. Not what I wanted to do. Power save, there we go. Now, let's grab this and hang on this thing. So, hang on. Perfect. Alright. Let's grab an end gun. And let's have some fun here. Let's grab a bevel. Slice. That might be a bit too large. So mod scroll toggle. Let's not solidify. Let's make this bevel a little bit less crazy. Bevel. How many segments are we? 30. Oh, that's the problem. It's just too many segments. Let's make it 12. Something like this. Something is causing problems here, but we're gonna figure it out, so just lower it down a bit and sort it, right? What's causing the issue? Ah, this one here. You know what we're gonna do? We're going to simply run we're gonna run an edge here, so across, right? So it's going to connect properly. In fact, what we're gonna try to do is run a knife that's gonna go through everything. So Z and across all these. So now it should fix the problem. So now we're going to grab this top part, sharpen, and everything is peachy. This bevel is too crazy in here, so... And also we're gonna add weighted normals, and not this one. And, oh come on. Mark sharp, right? Don't need this edge. And simply symmetrize to the other side. Alright. Nice. Now we need something on the side here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna slice it, right? I'm gonna slice it like this. Sharpen. And we're going to smart apply here and grab this bit and manually apply the edges, okay? Because I don't want to resharpen the ones that, you know, need to be remarked. So simply copy it to the other side and do the same thing with this one. And this one is already done. We got some overshooting here, but it doesn't really matter because it's hidden, so right. So now we can run a cool bevel in here, like a chamfer. There we go. Just to introduce some break. All right. Looking peachy so far. This head, of course, needs to connect to the bot, right? So let's go to the back and let's grab Angon. Oh, we're already in Angon mode. Perfect. So let's simply, do something like this and bevel this, and let's run cut through this part here. Like that. Let's flatten this part and flatten this part. Whoops. Alright, now let's actually make this even and apply the mirror. Oh, never mind, it's a symmetry, so let's dissolve this in the middle. Now it's symmetrical, and what we're gonna do is shift this to something different. Maybe an inset. Maybe an inset. This could actually work. Yeah, inset could work actually. So let's grab this and not this one, and solidify it differently. So solidify it inside. Let's just drop this for a second. There we go. We could build like a connection in here. So let's grab this piece and we could actually, sharpen this regularly. There we go. And this could be our, connection to the main chassis. So we need to think about how to do this now. Where's the back view? There we go. Do it again. So wait a minute. Right. Could run a box in here. Create like hinges or something. I think I'm on the wrong side of the mirror. There we go. And let's just grab these and mirror them like this and solidify it. Alright. Peachy. And well, yeah, let's sharpen it again. And what we could do is chamfer this one. How are we looking? Good. And now we could just cut two more inside. Kind of like connectors. Right? And cut some shape in it, alright? So in fact, maybe we can do it from the bottom. There you go. So this is where it connects to the main, main head or whatever. Just slots in. And I think this would be it. Now we could use some decals on this, right? We could, of course, keep detailing, but take bloody ages. These ones need to be subdivided. And also let's create some kind of a valve in here or something. Drop it down a little bit and to the left. A bit to the top. Yep, that's good. Let's introduce a loop in here and let's have some fun with it. Scale it a bit. One more in here. Scale it too. Cool. That will do. Let's go to Shift Q. Control Q and scroll in here and grab a box is actually fine. Select this and just cut it here. Why is it causing us grief? There we go. So not solidified. Shift pull to inset. There we go. That's the one I want. Grab this one and solidify it a bit more deep. But it's catching something here, which is funny. What's going on in here? Oh, that's actually interesting. Oh, it's going through. No, that's not what I want. This is going through. So, GZ. It's too deep. So. Wait a minute. Weird angle. GZ. Come on. Ah, there we go. Now we're talking. That's what I want. Okay. And let's multiply. Cool. Alright. Let's go to box cutter and let's go to N-gon. In fact, you know what? We could cut a notch in here with a box using the line box. So what we could do is do this and extrude it. Oh, come on. What the hell is going on here? Simply wasn't laying on the shape. Switch to object. There we go. And let's do it again. We're on the wrong side of the object, aren't we? Mirror is going from this side, that's why. There we go. That's what I wanted. Array this to the top. And it's not gonna work. Let's, whoops. Let's apply the rotation. And let's array this now on a Z. What we need is an offset here, so let's play with an offset a bit. Distance, array, offset. Now offset on Y. And then on X. There we go. That's the one. So now let's grab this and what on earth is this? Let's multiply. Let's just remove the junk and sharpen and symmetry. Cool. Slice this one a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do here. Right. And we're actually going with a little bit lower. I think it's too much on the crossing. So move it somewhere here. Oh, this should be interesting, somewhere here. So sharpen this. Yep. Symmetrize it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright. Let's move it up here. There we go. Let's multiply and copy. All right. Just turn the line box off and switch to view and array this. Come on. Array this on. Where's my array? Shift R to reset it. There we go. If your array disappears, just reset it with Shift R. Where's my color here? How are we looking? We're looking pretty good. So sharpen the damn thing. Copy to the other side. Oh, this is too deep. Mode scroll toggle. There we go. Now sharpen. Did we lose some angles? Oh no, really. Cool. Now just symmetrize it and also what I would like to do is I would like to do something like this. Yeah, so there's a difference in here, you see. Or, even better, do something like this. Let's grab this cutter and move it a little bit lower so it matches more or less. There we go. That's a bit better. So it breaks this boring straight line, see? Tiny bit of a detail, but it makes a lot of difference. So, okay. Now, we could introduce some cool stuff in here. So, you know. In fact, I have an idea here. Let's do something like this. And let's select it. And let's rip it off like this. And I'm gonna make it smaller. Let's separate it and select both of these and cursor to selected. I mean origin to geometry. You know what I'm gonna do? Is it mirrored? It is. So let's bring cursor to this one, and the same with this. Come on. Right. Let's remove this mirror. And there we go. And now we can decrease the size of it. There we go. Now let's grab this and let's have some fun here, shall we? So let's grab an end gun and let's slice it here. And let's slice it here. But before we do that, right, I'm gonna do something else. So I'm gonna select these and Control I and checker. Oh, come on. Checker deselect, and then we're gonna run circle with hard ups, which might slow down your computer a bit, so be careful. Right, and we're going to delete it. Okay. And I think we're gonna have to be careful how we cut it now. Maybe we're not gonna cut it. Boolean. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Solidify it a little bit less though, so modify, solidify, and needs to be solidified, but just a tiny bit, yeah. And we can add weighted normals, and it should be fine. But it looks pretty cool. So now we can, you know, mirror this to the other side. There you go. And similar thing we could do to the other thing. Now this one is a little bit buggered, so what we're gonna do is rotate it on y-axis until that weird part is gone. What's going on here? It's not a weird part. There you go. Sorted. Now we could actually duplicate this, you know. I can't be bothered to do this again. So we can duplicate it and move it in here. And to move it to the middle, what we're gonna do is select this, right? And move the cursor here and move this one to cursor. And then just simply scale it. This is gonna really slow down your machine here because we are having a solidified bevel and some crazy stuff going on. Whoa, this is way too small, what the hell? And this is about, you know, Blender limitations. It's nothing to do with the hardware. I'm running a really powerful rig, and it just doesn't matter because Blender, you know. So what we're gonna do, let's just scale them a little bit, tiny bit, and move this one in. Oh, what happened? I need to reset the mirror on this one. This one is running a mirror, right? So come on. Let's reset it, and Shift S, and there we go. Now we can scale it a little bit. And we're gonna move this one back. Somewhere here, I suppose. There you go. And then we can, you know, first of all, let's check the size. So this one needs to be a little bit larger, and they both need to be a bit larger, so they fit this opening perfectly. There you go. And this one is actually could be a little bit smaller than the opening, right? Because how are we looking now? There you go. And this one I think is perfect now. Or could be a little bit bigger. Just a tiny bit. I said tiny bit. And that will do. And then simply, you know, mirror this to the other side. So we need to mirror this one, right? There you go. And let's save it. Okay, let's look at this. I think that would do for the blockout face and kind of like a mid detail. We're starting to, you know, encroach on the mid detail area, and I think we can continue in a second video to finish detailing this one, and we can texture it and render it. Anyway guys, I think that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Give us a like and sub if you did. As usual, there are links to Hardup's box cutter, mesh machine and decal machine in the video description. So if you'd like to buy these add-ons, go ahead and do it through the links. You're gonna help me as well. And that's it for this video. I'll see you in a part 2. Thanks for watching.